This morning I'm at Rockingham Speedway in North Carolina, and I'm standing on the exit of the banking. And this really is quite steep when you get up here. I'm here today with the Heel and Toe for Heroes gang, and with the freshly refreshed car. We're doing a test day. Hopefully it will hold up, and this is good because we've got a race scheduled at Road Atlanta in December, and this is the first opportunity we've had to get together, get the car on track and shake it down. So let's see how today goes. This track is a relatively short oval with a road course on the inside of it. The road course is being freshly repaved. I don't think it was done just for us. But so we'll be using about 3/4 of the oval, nipping off onto the infield, doing a couple of turns there and heading back onto the track. What could be easier? I don't have stickers for you today, I'm sorry.
That'd be all right.
I thought I did, but we'll get them next time.
We're videoing.
We're doing the important stuff.
Yes, we gotta prove.
Well, I must say the car looks very different from it did last time.
It does.
It's a different color for a start.
Red, white, and blue. Yeah, gotta go patriotic. Got a new engine in it.
Shh.
New used.
We can't say it's a new engine, just in case somebody actually watches the video.
The one time somebody like Lemons will actually watch this video and go, wait a minute.
Yeah, we're not allowed to put a new engine in.
Yeah.
Nice job on the paint.
We good?
Is it back?
You really want Jeffrey driving it out of here?
He hasn't broke it yet. This is the only driving he's getting all day.
I'm just gonna say brake lights are working properly.
Well, for all I know, this is switch inside.
Hey.
Hey, those are nice wheels.
Yeah, we've seen that before.
We did have a cold round shift.
Well, we're going to have to dirty this up a bit. This is a little suspicious. This looks way too good for a Lemons car. Freshly paved road track. It's actually quite tight. It's a very narrow track until you get onto the oval. Well, though it looks otherwise, the car hasn't broken yet.
Give it time, Steve. Give it time.
It's early.
Standard track.
Hasn't technically been on the track yet either, so.
Well, I know, and you haven't gone in and revved it to 8,000 RPM sitting in the pit, so.
Don't give me any more ideas.
Yep. And the old engine did have a lifter that was busted, so you were kind of right. I don't know when you were right, but.
Lifter or?
Well, I figure if you
valve?
just say enough stuff, at some point you're going to be
You
right.
want a picture of the valve?
Yeah.
Like
I sent it to him. I sent it to him.
I told you it had a buggered valve. It's just the wrong cylinder. It was a poor old engine. We're, at the moment, we are just making sure the gauges work. It's got gauges and everything.
Power.
We're as surprised as you are.
That's that gauge is on. There you go.
All right.
Ground is key. So you can, yeah. Turn windshield wipers on.
This car has windshield wipers.
2 speeds.
Which would have been really, really useful in Carolina because
Yes.
it pissed down.
We check fluids.
My fluids.
Appreciate Craig. This is the second time he's asked.
My fluids were fine this morning. Thank you.
Steve, what do you think the tire pressure is starting out?
Some.
We're at 22 right now.
Okay, you gotta be a little more specific for us. What does some mean? 2?
Some would be good.
20?
28.
28. Okay. All right.
28, man.
Craig,
Sir.
it's not your car.
Don't. Why are you worried about it, Steve? We'll get pieces and parts. Where they come from is not important. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. That's the military motto. That's what we have to do.
I thought it was just steal shit. So the reason why Craig is working on somebody else's car is he's stealing parts from it.
See, you don't know what STEAL stands for in the military.
What does it stand for?
Strategically take equipment to another location.
Oh, there you go. So the car died on track after about 20 minutes. Strangely enough, about 20 minutes is how long a car will drive on a battery. Somebody forgot to fit a cable from the alternator back to the battery.
We have an alternator.
We've got an alternator. We just don't have it hooked up to anything. Once again, Jeffrey has gone on a mercy mission to the auto parts store. He's buying a cable. And we will see if it works. It's smoking a lot. But we seem to think that's because the valve cover wasn't tightened down.
Is there back?
Oh yeah.
It'll be in a minute. But I'd rather put ours on. And then not take out the rest of those guys.
7.
I think that's enough.
Ding. 8.
Could have been faster, but had a lot of fun. Here's the thing, Steve. In the simulator, I may have seen the grass really close to my face a bunch of times. So I want to take it easy when I started out there, but it started feeling a little better. It did.
You know, having done sim racing and that type of stuff, you just don't get the feel for the G's and the pull. And once you get onto the bank, especially in that corner, it feels like the harder you send it, the more stable the car actually is. But yeah, it's the first time really being out on the track with the race car, and it was absolutely a blast. It's amazing.
Oh good, we'll get you out there again. How was the car?
Car is good, temperatures are good, nothing's rattling, nothing's shutting off, no puffs of smoke, so you know, there's that. all the wires are connected, so yeah, I mean, overall good. Plenty of room for improvement.
I need the damn C-pad.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well,
I'll try it without it, but I feel like very low.
Well, you can just deal with it.
Yeah.
Like being in a cart. Huh? Put him close to tight the area, I think, Craig. Yeah.
That's pretty damn tight.
Let's have the car going straight here. Good. Now just wait to turn in. Just wait. Turn in now, get down to that curbing. Good. Let it come to the right and then ease back over to the left.
Well, first time in the car on a track. Feels pretty good. You kind of get up to speed fairly quickly, but man, there's no feeling like that. Get in that car, just get out there, and yeah, shifting the gears and hitting the gas.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe that feeling.
And the banking is fun, isn't it?
You know, that's probably the most intimidating part, is just holding speed on that bank, because it'll hold you way more than I can handle.
Yeah.
But it's just for me, you know, just that feeling of speed, and then trying to find that, like, trying to keep my eyes out ahead of me and not look at the curve in front of me, you know, so.
Yep, comes with practice.
Yeah, yeah.
Good stuff.
How far am I on pace?
Engine's still
It's okay, that's what it is.
Did you check
Going on pace.
Did you check the fluid?
Checking the fluids, yeah. Oil's a little bit lower, but
So what are you gonna do?
Focus on my lines. Hit the apex. Go wide.
There you go. Use all the track. But I would say we've paid for it, but we haven't paid for it, have we? No, we haven't paid for it.
Yeah, buddy. That was awesome. That was
I
awesome.
haven't looked at your lap times yet, but how did it feel?
1:17.9 is the quickest today.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so far.
Podium place.
Right? At least I got third. At least I got third.
What did you do?
Yeah. Working on lines, apexes.
Trail braking.
Trail braking.
Do you want to come?
Not learning that when you hit the brakes, it takes the weight off the rear end. And
Yeah, that first time you were just like so late on the brakes.
all I heard Jeff was saying, like when I was spinning, you can't save anything, just lock it down, push the clutch and hit the brakes. And I just did that and I was like, wait.
Perfect. You weren't trying to be a hero.
This is why we can't have nice
If
things.
you try to be a hero, it's when you're in the wall.
Yes, yes. That was awesome. That was awesome.
So what were you thinking at that moment?
No, honestly, I was like, all right, we're going for a ride. I was like, please don't hit the walls. Well, please don't hit the tires. Okay, we didn't hit the tires. Let's go again.
It'll bounce off if it hits the
Yeah,
tires. That's
yeah.
the point.
Yeah.
Well done.
orange one just take you on the straight, that kid's got like 30-40 horsepower more because obviously the cylinder's fire.
It's got no power.
Yeah.
The brakes are too big for this car.
Too big?
Yeah, that's why we're hearing that screech.
Okay.
It's the brakes locking up.
Okay.
There's no ABS, and the brake kit for this car in its present format with these tyres is just way too big.
Too much?
You just can't brake.
Well, you overbrake then.
Well, exactly. You can't brake appropriately. Let me put that right. You can't brake appropriately.
Yeah.
Well, I just took the car out and it's not good. It used a couple of quarts of oil in a 20-minute session and has no power. And its handling is a little off, and we've discovered it's got a shock at the front that's dead, and it's got a big brake kit on it, and it's overbraked at the moment because it hasn't got very much power, so there's a little too much stopping power, and I think these tyres are past their best as well. But apart from that, it was really, really good. No, it's a nice day, and it's an interesting facility. Very, very short road part of the track, and very narrow. Like they've squeezed in the road course inside the oval, which is a very small oval, and so the track is very, very narrow. So there's not a lot of room for mistakes. It's a shame that the car's not running properly, because I don't think it's got more power than it did when it had the smaller engine in it. But we will figure out what the problem is and reconvene.
You know, I could just use the video from last night. seems like we're doing exactly the same thing.
I wanted to be a race car driver, Steve, not a race car mechanic. So definitely went about on the wrong path right now. We're going to do our other standard operating procedure, just throwing bolts everywhere in the grass.
Well, we finally got one issue sorted. When I say we, I say they finally got one issue sorted. You had some bad injectors, so one or maybe even two cylinders were not working, so we cannibalized the other car that you saw earlier and took off the injectors, and it worked fine. Still smoking a lot, so the car's going back to its maker. Well, the engine's going back to its maker to figure out what the smoke is, because when we looked in cylinder 2, there was oil pooling on top of the cylinder there, but it ran at the end like it should run, with the amount of power that it should have, and it seems like a good car. We did have a slight brake problem, which I won't go into, but that's easily fixable, and it needs a replacement shock, at least one replacement shock at the front, but yeah, good car, and everybody got to drive it, which was important, and so I think there's smiling faces around here.